From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab, Jose Barrios. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Will Smith, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. One now. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Barrios, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Whips it across. 1 out in the top of the first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That's a ball.
Ohtani went deep twice in his last game. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 out, runner at second. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pickoff throw. Ohtani back in. Man at second. That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Up the middle. Base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
1 down. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. in there safely.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's Mookie now. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground.
Foul ball!
And foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Hit on the ground might be 2. The flip. There's 1. On to first.
Yep,
Save.
he made it.
So they get 1, but a really nice try there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And a foul ball.
Ball.
On the ground, right
Foul.
side, but that rolls foul. The 1-2. And
Ball.
downstairs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. Betts, the runner at first with 2 gone. Stays alive.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these 2 are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more. And
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. Kyle Tucker sends it out. His 150th career homer. And they add a pair. It's 4-0. Siggy, that's his 150th career home run.
man, Boog, 150 trips around the bases. That's a lot. Congrats to him. I tell you what, it's a lot of trotting. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Andy Pajes will hit next. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
The 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
2 down, nobody on. Ball 1 there. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
High fly ball, right field. Springer under it. And that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Blue Jays coming up. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Here's George Springer. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Ball, no.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting second, first baseman.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
High. That's out.
Quick move to first, and Springer's in there safely. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Alejandro
Inside.
Kirk, the next to hit, takes ball one. Sasaki, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet.
No, that's a ball.
He's got such
Too
great
low.
stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
That
Ball.
misses the zone, and now 3-0.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
So a
Ball
walk
4. Take your
puts
base.
runners at first and second.
Batting fourth, center fielder.
And what about
Dalton
analytics? Because one of the
Varsho.
ways it seems like they've contributed to the trend is it's not just about are you capable of getting deep, that now focusing on the numbers, maybe the matchup is better with a different guy as the game goes on.
Only a handful of pitchers can go through an order 3 times, maybe even 4 times, and the analytics have contributed to that trend. But I think there are some guys given an opportunity may be able to show that they can be a 3rd or 4th time through the order type of pitcher.
Makes the grab.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Addison Barger.
Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one.
Ball.
Barger with a couple of homers in his last game. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down 4-0. Back here at Rogers
Leading off
Center,
for the
top of the
Dodgers,
second,
left
Teoscar
fielder,
Hernandez
Teoscar
steps to the
Hernandez.
plate for the Dodgers.
That's a strike.
Hard hit, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. He sends a rocket to left. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 5-zip.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. The batter now will be Will Smith. First time up, he grounded to third. That one ripped, but foul. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in game one of this 3-game set. That one way inside. The count 2-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two now. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Up next, for the Dodgers, the designated hitter.
Two down, bases empty. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Down. Ball.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across here at the top of the second. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And
Outside,
that
that's ball
just
3.
misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Line drive. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. Down to the bottom of the second. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Davis Schneider. First pitch misses. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two and 0 the count. Here it comes.
Hee-haw!
That clips the corner. And that's
Ball
way
3.
high. 3-1 now. That one misses.
Ball 4. Take
So
your
lead
bait.
off walk.
Batting 7, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Had the day off yesterday.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Hard. Ball. No.
Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Slow
That's
roller
a foul
to third.
ball.
And it goes just foul. Struck
Hard.
him out
Free.
looking.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Digging in,
Inside.
Ernie Clement. Man at first, one away. Swinging a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. And now two aboard.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now two away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder, George Springer.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer getting ready to hit.
Hook one.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that will end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. It's 5-0. Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
coming
for
off a
Los
series where the
Angeles,
pitching
first
was
baseman, Freddie
outstanding.
Freeman.
We take a look at those numbers. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that's a fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Tough game
third
for him so
baseman,
far, Boog.
Max
Another hit,
Muncy.
and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Here comes Max Muncy. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Ball one.
Freeman aboard here at first with nobody out.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop.
And here's a look at how
Mookie
he's using his pitches in this one. One out, man at first. Mookie digs in here. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And another ball. Now all even up. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Up next for the Dodgers. Right
Here comes the
fielder,
skipper,
Kyle
and
Tucker.
we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's all for Jose Barrios, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching. for
Number
the Blue
62
Jays.
gets handed the rock
Number
out of the pen.
62.
He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Here's Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. Two on, one out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming. One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 2-1. And a big swing and a miss. Fastball is outside.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Here comes Freddie around third. One run is in. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So, man aboard, Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Flied to right his first time. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Up next for the Dodgers. Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball inside.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Next pitch is outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at second. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 3. Got him looking for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Jays nothing. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, L.A. Back now in Toronto, set for the bottom of the 3rd.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Foul ball.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. He reached on a walk his first time.
Let's go, Captain Kirk.
No, that's a ball.
And
Ball.
another ball.
Let's go, Captain Kirk.
Drive.
Give it to him, Toronto. Show how we play in Canada.
That one fouled off. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho, flied to right his first time. That one
Ball,
close,
no.
ruled a ball. And it's 1-0.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That's in there. That's strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Stepping in, Addison Barger. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Varsho off of first with 2 away. And that one fouled off.
Did he
Check
swing?
Now an appeal to third. No swing.
Here we go, Addison.
That one well upstairs. And that's ball 2. Way
Ball.
high.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Left field. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. They continue to trail 7-0. Back here at Rogers Center, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas.
No.
Fouled off left side.
Ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Let's go, Spencer.
The 2-1. And that one sliced foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Got him swinging.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Here we go, Spencer.
Smith in the box again. Takes a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The Dodgers up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
One out, runner at second. Here's Ohtani. 1 for 2.
Huh.
Oh, 1 down. On the ground
That's
to the
foul.
left. And that's just foul. Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next one just misses. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ball and 2 strikes. Way inside, gets out of the way. 1 out and a runner at second. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. In there for strike 1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying into the bullpen and gone. Freddie Freeman bops one out of here. His second of the year, and they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Max Muncy at the dish. Right down the chute. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. That's ripped to right down the line. And that is that. The Jays get a pair on this homer. On now to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was
That's a ball.
pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
The 1-0.
That's up. Ball 2.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Out towards right center field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Caught looking his first time up. Sanchez in his 3rd season, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Here comes the 0-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Let's go, Blue Jays. Come on, Toronto. You can do it.
That's
Sanchez
a check. Did he
tries
swing?
to check his swing. Now a look to 3rd. And yes, he did. Jerry Hillsdale rings him up. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. No runs allowed yet. I think he'll probably keep this approach.
All right, Jays.
Clement batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Down.
That
Hey,
one
Rod.
finds the zone. That's strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Blue Jays go down in order, and they're down 9-0. Back now in Toronto. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Let's go, Toronto. Come on, Blue Jays. Let's go, Spencer.
Betts
No,
lays
that's
off
a ball.
down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6
Ball.
extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Ahoy.
That's a
Hey!
strike across the top of the zone.
Come on, Spencer.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Kyle
right fielder,
Tucker,
Kyle
a.k.a.
Tucker.
King Tuck, to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one.
No.
And the 1-0.
Ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown,
Ball.
good pitches, but even better takes.
Let's go, 3-0 down. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Up next
But when you fall
for the
behind in the
Dodgers,
count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One away.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
2 aboard with 1 out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Pulls that one foul. And the 0-1. Swings through that one. A little bit low.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low. And it's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 2-2. Just
outside.
off the outside edge. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Rojas stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. Inside. Ball 3. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. 1 run across. Relay throw home. And he's out.
On attack.
cut down, and that ends the inning. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Jays nothing. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Jack Dreyer. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. That misses. Ball 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
Back to the top of the order now, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. On a line out towards center. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's there at third with a triple.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
So 1 gone with a runner at third. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a high chopper. Throw on to Freeman. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Two down, nobody on.
No, that's foul.
Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And there's a ball.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Muncy. Throw sails over his head at first. And it's going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it. Cost him an extra base too.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Ball, no.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball
Just
outside.
missed. Foul ball there. The 2-1. Ground ball
That's
to the right
foul.
side. And foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
just
no.
missed. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tucker in position. And that ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Blue Jays 1. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. On the mound now, Tommy Nance.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Will Smith to the plate, 1 for 3.
Here we go, Tommy.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball
And that's
one.
off the inside edge. And 1-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jimmy Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 1-1.
Ball.
And that's in for a strike. Got him. 3rd out. Dodgers go down quietly, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. Bottom of the 6th, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Come on, Addison.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Here's the 0-1.
No.
And that one wrapped foul. That's
Ball
off the
2.
mark. Ball 2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Comebacker to the mound. Handles, throws to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Davis.
Next is the
Schneider.
designated hitter, Davis Schneider. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball. Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Jack Dreyer out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Number 70 gets the ball now. He's into the game with the bases empty. Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a slow roller. And the lefty reliever does his job. Just 1 pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 9. It's 10-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Max Muncy.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That's a little bit low. Next
Ball
one
2.
misses, and the count now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
2-0.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
2-1 now. And that's fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. That one drifts inside. And they'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one
That's
misses.
the ball. Take
so
your base.
lead off walk.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Get to! Yeah, Blue Jays, Toronto.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball 1.
The Dodgers up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Muncy on his horse around third. He'll score, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder.
So man aboard, Kyle Tucker now at the plate.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Hey.
Man at second.
Ball.
The 1-2. Now
Ball.
one miss.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Here's a 2-2. And
No,
that one
that's a
missing
ball.
low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
King Tut goes down on strikes.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, but he went too far, and that's strike one. Swings through that.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
The 0-2. And
Ball.
delivers outside. Here's a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. And the lead continues to grow.
Picks himself up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now here is Teoscar Hernandez. Pajes, the base runner at first with one out. Next offering is fouled back. Next
Ball.
one is off the plate, and that's ball one. In the air, right field. And there's two away.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman Miguel Rojas.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tommy Nance gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jimmy
Number
Garcia.
93.
He's making his fourth
Jimmy
appearance of the season.
Garcia.
Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. They put two on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Blue Jays 1. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Toronto, second baseman Ernie Clement.
Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. To his knee, the throw.
He's out.
Pretty nice play there.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul. Now the 0-1.
Outside ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Emmett Sheehan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Swing and a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And the batter is George Springer.
George Springer.
No.
Here we go, George.
Hike. Ball 2.
Strike 2.
D-Rod.
Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them.
Let's go, George.
He goes down looking.
Up next for the Blue Jays. First baseman, Vladimir.
Now the number 2 hitter,
Guerrero.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Strike on the inside corner. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Pitch
Ball.
misses inside. Now 1-2.
That's a
Fastball
ball.
is outside. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for Toronto. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. We're at the top of the
Leading
8th.
off for Los
Now it's the Dodger
Angeles,
leadoff hitter, Will Smith.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Braden Fisher, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. One down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 4 with a double. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and they get the out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
When you
first
look at
baseman,
the
Freddie
ability to
Freeman.
save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Freeman
Ball.
in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out to short. Jimenez throw to first. And Freeman is retired. That ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. But don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Tanner Scott.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk.
Hey!
Fastball almost got him there. And now it's 1-2. Upstairs. And that one ripped to left. One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Emmett Sheehan up and throwing. This one in the air, center field. Pajes settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Addison.
And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Right through there for a strike. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Oh, 2 now. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the third out, inning over. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Blue Jays 1.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Braden Fisher. He last pitched 2 days ago. Muncy digs in.
For Los Angeles, third baseman, Max Muncy.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Ball one there. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 0-2. On the ground to first. And that's a foul ball. That misses. Ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone, and a full count now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Mookie to hit. Fisher, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Brendan Little, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go.
Ball 1.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Next offering is down low. Who were some of the curveballs that you watched in your career that were difficult to deal with?
Well, Boog, I kind of liked hitting curveballs if it was coming from a right-hander, but from a left-hander, different story. Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettit, Barry Zito.
2-2. And there's a ball. Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Man at first with one gone. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Swing and a miss. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one missing inside. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's a little bit low. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next offering misses down and away. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there.
Brendan Little gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's the inning. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom of the ninth. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
No, that's a ball.
Popped up. Freeman under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Out there to center. Pajes settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Tanner Scott is done. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Brusdar Graterol into the game.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now at the plate, Ernie Clement. Sliced hard but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike. And that misses. Now 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. That finishes the evening's action.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
12-1 is the final. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.